Hey guys, Woody the Unexceptional Gamer. Welcome to Feedback Friday, weekly series where I take your questions over Twitter and answer them. If you're missing out on Twitter, you're missing out on the other half of YouTube. If you want to follow me, link in the description. Here we go. So, a bunch of people had questions about WoodyCraft, my new Minecraft server, but I'll try to keep some variety in here. Anyway, what are some of the major problems you faced so far with your Minecraft server and fixes for those problems? So we had some tech issues, like one of the machines. It looks like we leased out and it's in a data center and such. It seems to be unreliable, so like it crashes randomly, and we had to get that fixed and replaced and ported and stuff. And we've upgraded a bunch of servers because it's way more popular than we knew it was going to be. But the hardest part, I think, has been staff. Like, that's the biggest problem. We don't want admins that are bad. Like, originally, we just hired some admins, like, who, maybe my partner and co-founder kind of knew. But, they turned out to be bad, and they were destructive in the factions world, and that was a big issue. So now we're being super careful about who we select as new staff. But, we need lots of people, but we need these people to be great, and that's a tricky thing to manage out. My partner, Dylan, he's a great Minecraft admin, but he's only one person. And it would really be great if we could get like around the clock coverage and stuff. He's doing great, but no one can do it 24 hours a day. So the hardest part so far has been staffing up the people. The tech problems between my background and Dylan's background and some of the other people that we're working with, we're knocking those out. Like, that's not a problem. We can solve tech issues. Finding the right staff, it's the hardest part about WoodyCraft. And that goes all the way from the helpers to the moderators to the sysadmins. It's the biggest thing to get right. What will you do for PKA if Wings quits YouTube? All right, first, as a thing, I don't think Wings is quitting YouTube. I don't expect that. Sometimes Wings will say something when he's in a really bad mood, and people lock that in as a permanent decision when it's really not. And we also have no intentions or thoughts or plans of removing anyone from Painkiller already, so don't get this all twisted. But Painkiller already is important to me, and I do sometimes think about contingency plans, like what would happen if this, like just recently, Lefty had something in his life that made him slow down on YouTube for a little bit, and Wings now and then talks about doing something other than YouTube. So I think about it. What would we do? And here's my thought process right now. Don't lock me into this; it could change in a little while. But if either Wings, Lefty, or Kyle left, I think that we could backfill them with another YouTube personality, right? Like Mercadurka, for example. Maybe we'd reach out to him and be like, "Hey, dude, slot just opened up on Painkiller already. Would you like to be our fourth host?" Because either Wings, Lefty, or Kyle left. We'd probably do that. If it was me, then I can be replaced too, but it would have to be a different person, right? Part of what I do is I do all the tech work. I'm like the reliable guy that makes the show happen. I book all the guests and I come up with all the questions. So I think it was Chaos Silencer that did it for PTFO. Like, he has the skill set to replace me. Not everybody knows her, but Paintball Kitty, I think, would also be capable of replacing me. But Merker could replace one of those other three, and then somebody different could replace me if it came to that, and the show would go on. And as always, you hope it gets even better than before, but you never quite know. So that's my answer. What type of house is it your wife wants to get, and why does she want to get a new house? So if you don't know, our house it's a fine little thing. It's like 1,936 square feet, like 1,936 square feet, if that means anything to you guys. It's 2 stories, like 3 bedrooms and a bonus room. It's, to me, kind of a standard regular American house. Our neighbors are kind of close to us. We live on the end of a cul-de-sac, which is like a dead-end street, and it's all good. I'm fine. I'm happy here. But there's issues. One, I think we'd be happy if we had a little more land we could spread out. Right now I need to blow up a batch of watermelons for a video, like a Gamma Labs promotion, and I don't know where I'm going to do this. I'm kind of dependent on other people to help me and donate their land for a day. It'd be nice if we had some more space to do the kinds of things that you see FPS Russia doing. It'd be nice if inside the house I had space, so that it wasn't like this gigantic production every time I wanted to drop a green screen or something like that. We're storing my lighting, and I need special lighting to do high-speed video because fluorescent lights flicker and LEDs flicker. So I need these special lights to do high-speed video, and that's like being stored downstairs in the dining room right now, which is not a good place like to keep lighting equipment. And I just feel like to some extent we've kind of outgrown this place. On the other hand, I really like that it's paid for. I really like this financial security. Like, YouTube's going great for me right now. I'm so happy. But like, you don't know how long this career lasts. It's a little like being an actor or a musician, where things go really hot and you're hot, but things go really cold. Your show ends. Your record is whatever 18 months old and people stop buying it. So like, I'm really cautious about buying a new home just because I'm having some really great years. Like, that's scary to me. Woody, has YouTube changed your personality in any way? Yes, it's made me a little more guarded. Like now, so many of the people that meet me want to get something from me. They want to get some sort of fame, publicity, money, etc. That wasn't the way it was before YouTube. When I was just a regular computer programmer and I met somebody new, it was like they just wanted to be friends and they didn't want anything in return, and like it just normal friendships and relationships. Now things are tricky, and even when I help people, oh my gosh, they start like nailing me to the cross for not helping them more. Like, imagine you help somebody move, right? Like, I give a shout, I give them promotion, I bring them on. You help somebody move into their home. And then 9 months later, they're like, can you believe this ass? He helped me move into my home, and he hasn't cleaned it since. This entire time, I've been having to clean my own house. Woody helped me move in, but since then, nothing. Just completely, he left me alone high and dry. And it's like, did I sign up to be your freaking maid for the next 9 months? Do I owe you like repeated cleanings on this house moving? That's how it feels whenever I help out like somebody new in the YouTube world. I think that like we form a bond, and then all of a sudden they're giving me a hard time for reasons that I can't understand. Like, we literally haven't spoken at all. I haven't said anything to them or about them, and I find out that we're enemies. YouTube has made me super guarded about meeting new people because in the current position I'm in, everybody just wants more and more, and it never ends. And if they don't get it, they get mad. All right, I'll make this a little bit longer because I keep getting this same question. Which mini games are going to be available on your Minecraft server, WoodyCraft.net? Our next top priorities are a second faction server with slightly more hardcore rules, Spleef, and the walls. That's what you can expect to be coming our way. We've just added Sky Wars, which has been so... Like, I had no idea it would be as successful as it is. There's like hundreds of people playing all the time. It's huge. Everybody loves Sky Wars. And I guess that's it. Factions is always full, so we need to fire up a second faction server. We can't just make the current faction server bigger. Like, if we just let more people in, then it would get too slow and it would get laggy. So instead what we're doing is we're making a second one, and then we can have two fast ones instead of a big fat slow one. And so that's how we're planning on doing it. Anyway, those are our plans for... Look at me. We started this game, I think we were up by like 2 or 3, and I just kept this clip because I joined late and I felt like I was part of why we pulled ahead. So anyway, yeah, Spleef, the walls, Sky Wars just came, another faction server, and then we'll work from there. Maybe a kit PvP. We're talking about a prison server, stuff like that. We've got plans. This thing is exploding. It's the 4th highest ranked Minecraft server on the planet right now, and it's only 2 weeks old. WoodyCraft, I had no idea it was going to take off like it has. So if you want to play it, link in the description, or the info you need is in the description.